Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about the integrations section in CallRail, and I was quite excited to see last week that CallRail decided to change their navigation away from the icons to activity reports, tracking, settings right in the middle of me recording all my videos. So if you've been watching other videos and you're seeing icons and now you're seeing these words, that's the reason why. And if in the future you're seeing words when you thought you were going to be seeing icons, that's also why. So I don't know. I guess that's comes with the territory when you're filming videos about third-party systems and they're changing all the time. All right, cool. So you'll head over to the settings area, and this is where all the integrations occur. So integrations are connecting your CallRail account with various third-party platforms, right? So for performance marketing or for data-driven marketers, a lot of those accounts are related to the ad platforms or analytics. So you can see up here at the top, it has popular. Dynamic number insertion is technically considered a integration. So that is the script that allows you to put the dynamic number on your website. We have another video about that in a more detailed integrations video, but dynamic number insertion gets the number on your website through WordPress or otherwise. You have a Google Ads integration here, which is very popular, Google Analytics, Salesforce, and then webhooks. And webhooks allow you to essentially send data at any given time to any system based on when calls are coming, when they're ending, text messages, things like that. And I'll poke in there for a second, even though we're not going to talk about it at length. But a webhook basically allows you to connect with almost any system. So like you could connect your webhook with Zapier and send data payload over to Zapier, and then Zapier can kind of like push it wherever you want. So here we have pre-call, post-call, call modified, outbound post-call, outbound call modified, text message received, and then form submission. So those are the webhooks that are available. We wanted to do one a while back, which was a missed call, which I thought would have been really cool because then we could send a text message if we missed a call. We weren't able to do that, but they have a lot of other options available to you. And then as you scroll down, you're going to see a bunch of other ones. So you have AMP for mobile web pages, Bing ads, custom cookie capture. So if you want to do custom cookies, and then it just kind of repeats the same ones that are popular above, dynamic number. We have a Facebook integration. The Facebook one's really cool because it's hard to track form conversions and phone calls from Facebook kind of at all. I mean, if you're, with AdWords, you can use their number swapping and you have some level of tracking there through their advertising, but with Facebook, you really don't. So the Facebook integration is really cool. It uses a custom data set. You have Google Ads. Mobile click-to-call, this one's super easy to activate. You literally just activate it. We just don't run a lot of click-to-call for our company. Google Analytics is a simple one as well. We'll have another video about that. And then Google Marketing Platform, HubSpot, Kensho, Kissmetrics, Marketo Mixpanel, Optimizely, Pipeline, Unbounce, which we use often, Slack, Visual Website, webhooks again, Wix, and then WordPress. So the WordPress one is really nice because it basically tells you how to install the integrations on your WordPress site. And again, I have another video on that, so I'm not going to get into a lot here. There's one later in the lessons, which is very in-depth by Mark on my team. So today I just kind of wanted to show you what's available in the integrations for CallRail. And then the second component is I want to talk about integration triggers. So currently for us, our integrations are all triggered on all numbers at all times of any duration and blah, 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 blah. So the integrations fire and the conversions fire and everything else fires, the Slack notification, everything else, basically at any time. Now what you can do is you can add a trigger for, let's say, the Google Ads, let's say Slack makes more sense, and then you can restrict it to certain numbers. So you can restrict that trigger, or you can have it trigger at certain times, or of a duration, or if it receives a tag or is qualified. Now, as a note, it's kind of like when I first started using CallRail, it was a little confusing to be like, well, as a tag, like when does this trigger related to the tag? Because if I'm going and I'm tagging a call, it's not triggering when the call is tagged, it's triggering at another time the integration is triggering. And so this says call score and call tag triggers only send if the call is scored or tagged before the call ends. So that means you're taking an inbound call, you're scoring it, you're recording it, then boom, the call ends, and then it's kicked off to whatever your integration trigger is. It says use the call flow builder, keypad scoring, call scoring, keywords binding to ensure your data is sent properly. Your data is sent properly for those triggers. integrations without triggers receive all calls. So, for us, and I would probably say for most instances, unless you're getting really complex with CallRail, you're probably just triggering on all calls, and then you can ignore those that aren't helpful or not. So like we actually get a lot of triggers. We get a lot of notifications in our Slack channel when just normal calls come through. And so I might consider going in there, adding a Slack filter and saying, hey, I really only want like these types of calls to trigger notification in Slack, because otherwise I'm just getting like all these call notifications and they're kind of not helpful. So for today, I really just wanted to do an overview of the integrations and the triggers. And then in other videos, I'm going to be going into a few of these in more depth, some of the more popular ones. But for now, that's all we're going to cover. So it just gives you a brief overview. So thanks as always. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.